Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Nighthawk here. This time I'm taking on some different bosses. So I'm over on, as you can see, on the Valguero map, and I have all my Rexes and my Yudi and my Theodon, all my same things that I wanted to take into the center boss fight. I didn't get to take all of them there, but I got them all here. I'm at Obelisk, so I had time to get them all set and ready. Decent saddles on all of them, and we're going on taking on the Valguero boss fight on beta. So trying to see if we can get that, because I really needed to defeat the dragon on beta in order to get, I really needed the transmitter at this point, as well as the force field is nice, and the underwater vacuum compartment, just in case we would need that in the future. But mainly the transmitter. Now I don't know why when I spawned into the boss arena here, it was so bright. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't even have time to fix it. As you can see in the arena timer up top, in about 2 minutes the dragon was on us, and the dragon was almost dead right here, under 3 minutes. And just like that, we had taken down the dragon on beta and got our engrams that we needed. The transmitter, the force field, and the vacuum compartment, mostly the ones I wanted. But we didn't lose any of our Rexes, but our Rexes were very bloody. As you can see here, some of them were all under 10,000 health. They started out 30,000 or over health, and they were all somewhere down to 3,000 or 4,000 health, so they were really bloody. But I have Medea down on passive healing, so hopefully we get him a little bit healed up. Now, when I went into this mission, this boss fight, I knew it was going to be tough, because this is 3 bosses here, as you know, on Valguero, and even on beta, my Rexes were just basically top tier wild tame Rexes that had imprints, so they weren't super special, no mutations, nothing like that, but they were leveled up and they were decent. So I figured to just wait here as long as I could and try to get them healed up. That was my plan, because if you venture out further out there, the Megapithecus, or the monkey boss, will come, and he'll come get you. So I wanted to wait here and get him healed up as much as I could, let the Manicore fly around, and if he comes in, I would hit him as well. I have one rogue Rex here again. Always one Rex seems to want to go off on his own. I don't know why. Anyway, tried to call him back. Didn't want him going over there to wake up the gorilla boss, but because you don't want to take on all the bosses at the same time. So I was trying to get healed up here a bit, and I did a little bit, but only for a couple of minutes. Then the Manicore came, so I figured might as well start attacking the Manicore. Now, as you'll see here, I lost one of the Rexes already. It's pretty quick here, I believe. But my goal coming in here was really just to beat the dragon, because the Manicore, I had already beaten the gorilla, and the Manicore wasn't really going to give me anything here on beta. So my goal at this point, that was the goal, really, just to beat the dragon. My goal now was just to try to survive if I could get through here, and maybe keep any of my tames that would survive, as well as my gear that I had on me. So that was really my only goal here at this point, because like I said, on beta I wasn't going to get nothing else. Now, as you see, the Manicore, he kind of lured my Rexes, kept luring us out further and further here, and we were getting them pretty low in health, but we got too far out here, and then the gorilla boss, monkey boss, woke up and he started coming over. So that was going to be tough at this point, because you see he does a lot of damage there. But since he was here, we had to take them both on then. I figured we'd still be able to get the Manicore when he landed, because he was pretty low on health at this point. So as you can see here, Manicore is pretty low, so we were doing it. But my Rexes were bloody, still bloody from the dragon, but they were doing okay. At this point, the Manicore was so low, and I only had a couple of Rexes left. I thought a few shots would just finish him off, and so I figured I'd try to do that. But then he landed, and then right here, one of my Rexes must have hit him, because then he was done. So we had the Manicore down. But as you can see, it didn't unlock me any other engrams, because I already had the other engrams. So all we had left was this gorilla, if we could survive. But not long after that, he was down to my last Rex, and I figured maybe I could help it out, since he was pretty low on health here, and I had a somewhat decent shotgun. Figured maybe I could just shoot him enough and keep running away with my Yudi, stay away from him, since my Rexes were all done now, and just stay away from him. Jump off, shoot, jump off, shoot. That was my kind of my plan here, but eventually he got too close, as you'll see, and my Yudi started taking a lot of damage. So but it was not a bad plan. What I should have did, thinking back, I should have went up on one of those high ledges like that and tried to get him stuck down bottom. I could shoot him off the top, which I should have done that, but I don't know why I didn't. I guess I didn't really care because I had already beaten the monkey on alpha on the center. So at this point my Yudi was about to die. I figured the best thing was to do for me to get off and get away, make a little separation, and just basically sacrifice my Yudi. I just kind of wanted to see what I could do here, so yeah, left him there. Thought maybe I could get enough shots into the gorilla to take him down, because he was pretty low. And like that, he killed my Yudi. Now, same plan, I was just trying to run away from him. I was actually trying to go up on a ledge at this point and get him stuck over the side, which I kind of did here. I actually did. It was going to work out okay, I think, but then one of his minions shoved me off. And yeah, so I figured, well, maybe I'll try the same thing, run up around there and try it again. But this time it didn't quite work as good. And right as I was to the top, I turned around and hello. All done. But that was okay. Like I said, it was really just a suicide mission anyway. I wanted to just get the dragon is really all I needed. So at this point, as you can see, we had a lot of the tech engrams unlocked. Really all the ones that we needed, the most useful ones we had. The vacuum compartment if we wanted to go underwater. We had the transmitter, the force field, tech turret, tech generator, tech trough, and pretty much everything we really needed. Had several tech saddles, so all the main things we needed really we had. So we were doing pretty good, but I was still in the mood for more boss fights. Being that I didn't have any more Rexes ready, or really nothing else to take on the bosses that way, I went over to Crystal Isles and proceeded to gather up all of the 3 artifacts I needed to go to do another boss, a boss that I had not done yet on this cluster. And what boss was that, you ask? Well, as soon as I had the artifacts, I headed over to Aberration. That's right, take on Rockwell. Now this I was just doing on Gamma for now. My shotgun was not good enough to do it on Beta, so as a solo, my shotgun was about, I think it was around 200% damage, so that was the best I had at the moment. But I knew that was good enough to take on Gamma, so I went over there and started to do Rockwell on Gamma. If you don't know, this is not too hard of a boss fight if you have a good enough shotgun and you have cactus broth. So 200% shotgun will do. You don't want much lower than that to get it done on a server, but 200% will do Gamma no problem. So that's what I did, ran around there working on Alpha. Now the reason I wanted to do him on Gamma, it wasn't going to give me anything. The only engram I learned from Gamma would be the tech sleeping pod, which I wouldn't probably use anyway, but I would do it for the extra 5 levels because it is an ascension boss, so you get extra 5 levels, and it's nice to have those added to your stats. And after a little while, I was almost done with this boss. It was going quite well. You can see there was lots of nameless and reapers around, but with a cactus broth, that works pretty easy. So just like that, we were down to our last tentacle to take down. So we started going for it. And just like that, we had our extra 5 levels, as well as our sleeping pod, tech sleeping pod. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Then we have our nice Ascension cinematics here, and that's what I'll leave you with. Hope you're enjoying my series, guys. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps me out if you subscribe and tell your friends. So I will see you next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.